This is the Civilization 4 NLL. Hello and welcome to the Noble Leaders League. We are in the 3rd division now, and this is the game between Montezuma and Shaka, your two favorite neighbors to have in regular Civilization 4 games. Montezuma is number 5 with 13 points, and in 203 form he did win round 10 at Elizabeth, ending his 3-game losing streak. Shaka is number 6 with 12 points in 221 form. He lost hosting Tokugawa last time, ending his 5-game unbeaten run, so he wants to get back onto the horse this time. Starting positions are here. Let's go with the resource bubbles on for a moment. It's a rather small starting continent up in the northeast, connected to the Arctic, and on the east coast we find the starting position of Montezuma. Riverside, there is corn, there is iron, some sheep, also copper up here, and a little bit to the west we have the starting position of Shaka. He is next to some sheep, there is fish out here, some corn, there is iron, and with sheep and silk over here as well. This is going to be interesting. Two warmongers, early meeting each other, very small map or very small continent, which means that there is not that much land to fight over. Just let's get the game going, shall we, and find out who this is going to be an advantage for. Different religions, Shaka is cautious, 1 city each, 2 cities Montezuma. Shaka still on 1 city though. And there he got his second. 2 cities each, they are going ironworking and stuff. 3 cities Shaka, Shaka's first to 3 cities, Montezuma still on 2. And there we have 4 cities Shaka, 3 cities Montezuma, and now it's almost out of room for expansion, although they are going to the continents down south that they have connection to, so they are expanding down there, which means that they have more land to settle before they need to go to war. And Shaka with 6 cities, Montezuma with 5, and we have the war already, turn 125, 126, 7 cities for Shaka, 4 cities Montezuma. Is this going to be a Shaka win then? 7 cities to 4, will the next city fall, or will this be a peace treaty? 7 to 4 Shaka, 6 to 5, and 7 to 4 again. So it was, sorry, 65 for a moment there. Montezuma down to 0.6 the strength of Shaka, 0.5 the strength, and Shaka with 7 cities, Montezuma with 4. And the fighting is going on. It's furious, turn 172 now. Still 7 cities to 4 now. I haven't seen any changes. 7 cities to 5 as Montezuma settles another city down in the south. He has time to build settlers, in other words. 7 cities to 5, he's down to 0.6 the strength of Shaka. He should really be focusing on his military units and not settlers. 5 cities for Montezuma, 7 cities for Shaka, 7 to 6. Montezuma has founded another city, now he's up to 0.6 the strength of Shaka as well. So Montezuma is looking for a comeback here. 7 cities to 6 is up to 0.6 the strength of Shaka as well. So maybe he's building more units. Now Shaka is up to 8 cities. They don't sign peace, it seems. But Montezuma down to 0.6 the strength of Shaka, and Shaka is getting feudalism, and Shaka is getting towards metal casting, so currency for Montezuma. 8 cities to 7 is the count. Montezuma down to 0.5 the strength of Shaka. Shaka is building units, of course. 8 cities to 7 is the count. 8 to 7, and Shaka is going machinery while Montezuma is getting his calendar up now soon. Shaka on machinery. Probably engineering next, yes, and Montezuma down to 0.4 the strength of Shaka now. He is losing some units in battle, in other words, and that means Shaka is on the verge of taking another city off of Montezuma. There it is, 9 to 6. Shaka is 9 cities, Montezuma is down to 6. So Shaka, now Montezuma is down to 0.4, maybe 0.3 the strength of Shaka sometimes. So Shaka, he is really pushing on now. 10 to 5 is the city count. Shaka has twice the number of cities of Montezuma at the moment. Montezuma is in trouble. He's down to 0.3 the strength of Shaka. So Shaka, he is shaking things up. 11 cities to 6. As Montezuma keeps settling cities. He keeps building settlers, but he's down to 0.2 the strength of Shaka now. And 5 cities, Shaka with 12, Montezuma with 5, and Shaka is not going to stop this war now. Montezuma down to 0.2 the strength of Shaka. Shaka is 5 times as strong as Montezuma. 13 cities for Shaka. He's going astronomy, and Montezuma on 4 cities. Montezuma is getting Shaka'd. 4 cities left for Montezuma, turn 285. Montezuma on 4 cities. Shaka, are you going to take those last 4 cities as well to win the conquest, or will you stop when you get astronomy because you want to go out exploring the new world and settling cities there? I don't know, let's see what happens. 13 cities to 4. Shaka hasn't taken another city in a few turns now, so let's see what happens. He still has 5 times the military strength of Montezuma now, so he should have no problems taking them out, and there it is, 3 cities from Montezuma now. 14 to 3, turn 302. And we see 3 cities left from Montezuma, and Shaka, he is now going forth trying to win conquest here. That is what I presume. He is 5 times as strong as Montezuma. Montezuma, well, he can't do anything from this position. He could earlier in the game, but now it's too late. Shaka with 15 cities, Montezuma down to 2. Only 2 cities left for Montezuma, turn 313, and this is going to be a Shaka conquest. Shaka is going to grab the 2 points, and he's going to secure continued presence in the playoff spots. You can take a look at the league table before this round started. Montezuma and Shaka, the winner would secure a place in the playoffs no matter what after this round. 1 city left for Montezuma, Shaka with 17, Montezuma with 1, we are at turn 324. Now this takes a while, and we see in the middle of the screen, there it is. The conquest has been won by Shaka, turn 326, 1906 AD. And Shaka, he did what Shaka does. Congratulations with the win and the 2 points. Shaka declared war in 150 AD on turn 121, winning 10-1 in city captures. The war ended with the conquest win 1906 turn 326 after 1756 years, 205 turns in war. Let's go take a look at the graphs and the stats. Here we are with Shaka in the yellow, Montezuma in the green, and this is the score, this is the GNP, we have the production, we have the food, and the power, and the culture, and then the espionage, which was the closest one. Demographics numbers then. Montezuma to the left, Shaka's numbers to the right here, ended with 5.7 million inhabitants. Not good numbers at all, but it did win conquest, so who am I to complain? 1 BC won Stonehenge in Teotihuacan, which is controlled by Shaka, of course, towards the end of the game. And all top 6 cities are controlled by Shaka, of course, since he won conquest. Statistics then, Montezuma, 9 cities built, 3 religions. He did build in his cities 8 lighthouses and granaries, 7 barracks, and we see a Stonehenge there as well at the bottom. current units should be nothing. It's a 1 workboat, okay, so that is why he wasn't completely out of it. He did train a total of 41 workboats, 37 chariots, 25 axemen, and 1 great prophet at the bottom. Let's look at the kills then. 34 swordsmen, 14 axemen, 11 catapults, down to 1 maceman, and the losses for Montezuma was 37 chariots, 23 axemen, and jaguars, down to 3 triremes. Shaka's numbers are 9 cities built, 4 legions, 1 golden age, currently on 35 mines, 18 towns, and 15 farms and cottages. He did build in his cities 11 ikandas and granaries, 9 lighthouses and harbors, 1 moai statues down there. Let's go page down and see the Apostolic Palace is the last on the list of buildings built by Shaka. Let's look at his current units then. 28 longbowmen and macemen, 15 pikemen, down to 1 Christian missionary. He trained a total of 46 swordsmen, 26 impis, 25 axemen, 3 workboats. Let's go page down and see 1 Christian missionary at the bottom. The kills, let's confirm those, 37 chariots, 23 axemen and jaguars, down to 3 triremes, and the losses, 34 swordsmen, 14 axemen, 11 catapults, and down to 1 maceman. So, the victory condition screen. Shaka did win a conquest with 41% of the land area covered, and we see the rest of the numbers here, and nowhere near culture did build the Apostolic Palace, and let's go take a look at the cities. Montezuma with 0, so we have to switch over to Shaka immediately, of course. Okay. And let's go and sort by population, and here we see Nobamba pop 13, Gundlove and Kwadukusa and Tlatelolko 11. All of them are happy, all of them are healthy, they have decent-ish food, but nothing better than that. Okay-ish base commerce, 43 and 44 in the top 2 cities are good, I think, this early in the game, and the production decent in the biggest cities, not so good in the smaller cities, I'm afraid. But congratulations, nevertheless, Shaka with the win. Spoiler alert, results and updated league tables follows after this screen. The league tables then, Montezuma is now number 6 with 13 points and negative 11 score turn difference. Shaka is number 3 with 14 points and a positive 38. The next game up is the game between Mehmed II and Lincoln. That is just in a little bit now. I am Kjotleik. This has been the Noble Leaders League. I hope to see you back for the next game. Goodbye for now.